Thank you with Darren Drager, Ray Ferraro, and Craig Button. This is not a book plug, I promise, but Ray, in your chapter of Beauties, it's about you getting benched after taking a penalty, maybe cursing at your coach a little from the penalty box. What did you make of this situation with Laine and Tortorella in Columbus?
Well, it's not the first player to be benched. Certainly, I wasn't the first player to be benched either. You're not going to be the last. I guess when I look at this, I think it's a little early to be benching a player. He's just gotten there. He hasn't played in a while, although it was his fourth game in Columbus. But if the coach, in this case, John Tortorella, is going to set the parameters of how you're going to play when you play for the Columbus Blue Jackets, you have to set them early. It doesn't matter what Patrick Laine has gone through or learned or didn't learn in Winnipeg. This is about in Columbus, and it's pretty clear. It's Torts' way, the way the Blue Jackets play, and Laine is going to have to adjust a little bit to John's way. We're
not a month into the season yet, Dregs, and that's an awful lot of controversy in Columbus. What does the organization think of all of this?
Well, first of all, Patrick Laine is fine, other than worst case, he's got a bruised ego. But we know that John Tortorella is rigidly principled. So this doesn't come as a huge shock, but he's constantly involved in player-related issues within the media. Now, Jarmo Kekalainen isn't commenting on this publicly, but he would very much like to keep this stuff in-house, and no question, he's got to be growing weary of the negative attention that John Tortorella brings into stories like this.
Well, negative attention aside, and the fact that it is 4 games in, Ray, I think you nailed it. It's parameters. And, you know, if it was the first game or the second game and he's trying to acclimate himself to the Columbus Blue Jackets and Torts' laws, I like to call it, I would say okay. But one thing that we know about John Tortorella, don't give anything less than your best effort. And John Tortorella said it didn't have anything to do with the missed assignment or what they were trying to do that led to that goal. And he'll deal with that. And it had to do with his effort. And you know, you have to set it, because if you let it slip, it'll slip for everybody. And John Tortorella is not going to let it slip for any player, doesn't matter who you are.
We'll say this, Columbus for the longest time was kind of a boring team that didn't get much attention, particularly in Canada. It's a Netflix series now.